Hi everybody, this is Jason here at RoofSnap.
Hi, and I'm Katrina here as well.
Thanks so much for joining. Sorry it took us just a couple seconds here to get going live on YouTube. And from what I understand, there is roughly a 30-second delay between what we say here and what our visitors see on their YouTube channel.
Yep, very
So
true.
we will just kind of chit-chat with you here a little bit as people join the call. Hey Abby, how's it looking? Is it up live for you yet? All right, we are live. Fantastic. So we've got Abby with us over here. She's our control room person.
Yes.
She's managing the chat. So for any of you who are on devices where you can engage via chat, please feel free to send us live chats during the webinar. We'll be taking questions throughout and answering those as we get them, and perhaps even towards the end we can see those chats come in here. Oh, Abby just sent a welcome message to all of you, so she'll be engaging with you guys. Why are we wearing sunglasses, Katrina?
That's true. Oh, maybe because they are RoofSnap branded sunglasses. Ta-da!
Are they really? Let's see. Here we go.
Yes.
We will be giving away these fantastic RoofSnap sunglasses to all of our favorite people at the upcoming IRE, and all of you are a part of our favorite people.
Yes, very true.
What else will we be giving away at the IRE? We've got some pretty unique things this year.
We do. So,
Backed by popular demand.
Whoop, whoop. Our little microfiber screen cleaners were a huge hit. We know everybody uses them for all devices.
We're bringing like 5,000 of them.
So look, there's a couple different devices on there.
Oh, there's some other screen sizes on that. What does that mean?
Oh, we'll find out.
All right, I'm gonna take these off so that I can see a little better.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. I feel
like somebody needs some.
We need some snacks.
We need some roof snacks.
We need some roof snacks. So we're going to be giving these away at the trade show as well. Let's see. Let me come in here. So these are our little roof snacks. Gardetto's in a bag. Yeah, I think it's adorable with the little squirrel on here. I think that people will be taking them just for the artwork.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, I love it. And we'll have some other stuff to give away as well. The big winner at the trade show for us will be the person who takes home the flat screen TV that we're giving away. So please stop by our booth so we can get you registered for the flat screen TV giveaway.
Yes.
And of course, we will be displaying on that screen our newest RoofSnap platform. So Katrina, why don't you do the honors and just transition us over here into what is ultimately RoofSnap's new online environment. Yep. It's still just RoofSnap. Still does all the same things, measuring a roof, estimating. Still a few features that we won't be able to show you today because they're not quite ready, but we will be launching this live to everyone on Monday after the IRE, and previewing it to anybody who wants to see it when they come and visit us at the booth. Katrina, what's our booth number?
It is 157.
157. So if you need to find us, we're in the Technologies Pavilion. We're surrounded by some of our other favorite software companies like Job Nimbus, Sales Rabbit, of course Nearmap. We are right beside Nearmap. I think they're just on the back side of the exact same booth that we're in.
Yes.
We're in a nice big 10 by 20 tables and chairs and roof snacks, so you can come and hang out.
We'd love to meet you and show you the new online version. And
yeah. Now we're also going to be releasing two other things, and we would like to show you all this more in detail at the IRE, and then of course we'll be doing lots of videos and lots of training after the trade show. But for those of you who enjoy using RoofSnap to measure your roofs on Android, full estimating is done and will be released at the exact same time on Monday when we go live with the online version.
Yes, it's very exciting.
And then for those of you who use Sales Rabbit or Job Nimbus or any other software for your roofing industry that you want to plug in to RoofSnap. So like, for example, when you create a new lead in Job Nimbus or a new opportunity, create a project automatically within RoofSnap? Well, we have an integration through a third-party company called Zapier. And so if you look up Zapier, go to their website, probably www.zapier.com,
I believe so.
Z-A-P-I-E-R. And Zapier, they have like 1,000 different applications that have integrated with them. And what this does is this allows you to connect different apps together without needing a developer. So it does take a little bit of, know-how to set up the actions. But when you have a trigger in one app, you create an action in another. So it helps with automating that process without needing to hire an expensive development team to come in and write code for all this stuff to happen.
Absolutely.
And pardon me, I've got a terrible cold today. I'm hoping that it's gone before I come out to the trade show. Maybe I should keep the sunglasses on.
I'm hoping I don't catch it.
For my bloodshot eyes.
You need a...
If I need a tissue?
Yeah.
We have enough of these. So let's be clear. RoofSnap historically has always been full-featured on iOS, whether it's your iPhone, but most commonly your iPad. And even to date, even as of right now, the iOS platform still has the most number of features.
Sure.
When it comes to cloning a project, sharing a project. There's still little features that aren't quite done, even with our first release online. But Android as well has been, those are our two mobile platforms, and those will continue to be an option, continue to be fully supported. But the RoofSnap Online, as we've transitioned over here, and I know we're just tiny down here in the screen, and we've been holding this login screen for like 2 minutes now. But this brings RoofSnap to your laptop or your desktop. This is specifically optimized for a large screen. So while you could go to RoofSnap Online using your browser on your phone or on your phone or on your other tablet device, it's not going to be optimized for that. This is really for those who've been dying to use RoofSnap on their computer and specifically draw roofs using a mouse.
Yes, mouse clicks.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and just log in here as Katrina. It's fetched all the projects, and we can filter in a different way than we have been used to filtering on some of our other devices. So all of the different users here within RoofSnap, you can see we have quite a team. We have grown. We've got 20 employees now. So we're way bigger than we were last year. But when I filter by Katrina, which was the default, it's just going to filter down and only show the projects she owns. We can also filter by status. So perhaps we only want to see her new leads. Filter down by those. And then, well, Katrina has access to multiple different offices. So let's just filter down by our RoofSnap demo office. And then all of the items, all of the projects in here. We can see we've got a little navigation at the bottom. So we're going to get 10 projects at a time, and then we can navigate beyond that. What should we do next? Filters? Should we just jump right in and create a new project?
I think we should. Let's just measure a roof here.
Well, 2 ways to do it. There's Create New up here in the upper right-hand corner, and there's also the standard plus button. And that plus button is going to exist throughout. Whenever you're in an area and you want to create a new something, whatever it is, hit the plus button. And here we pull out Create New Project because we are in project. And I think, Katrina, you're going to type for me here. And I'll just get you in the right field. So go ahead and give us a sample project name here.
Well, if I can't type.
And then I'm going to switch it over to the RoofSnap demo office. And let's keep it in the new lead folder. Let's go ahead and just give it a quick name. RoofSnap is fine. And then let's use that autofill for the address. So once we start, we can see that we can just click on any addresses that are saved. This may or may not be useful if it's an address that you already have typed into your browser. But for speed, that's going to load us in all of the information for this address. And if we want, we can click on the More button. And we can add billing information and insurance details. I'm going to go ahead and tap on Click On. That's going to be hard.
Yes.
I'm always used to saying tap on because of the mobile devices. But we're going to use our mouse and click. And now we are in the project. And this looks familiar. It actually has a very similar feel to Android, but not totally different than what we see on iOS. And then, of course, we can navigate right back into those details. And without having to hit any sort of edit button, we can go in and click into the different fields for billing information and insurance details, all on one screen, minimal scrolling. We could modify the status of the job or change the office as needed. And then if you make any changes, you'll just click on the Save button here in the upper right-hand corner. Save button brings you automatically back out into the project. Well, why don't we try sketching a roof?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so we're going to go into the sketch screen. And this is a little bit different, built on different technology, so it has a slightly different feel. But instead of doing this commercial roof, I'm going to just navigate down here to our favorite little neighborhood just south of the office. And I'm going to zoom in on this small hipped roof. All right, zoomed in on the small hipped roof here, and you know what? Let's definitely get a near map.
Sounds good.
So the near map icon that you're used to is still here in the upper right-hand corner, so we can go ahead and click on that. It's going to show us the available dates and remind us that there is a $5 price to purchase this image. And one last chance, just as a reminder that, let's see, we're not be able to move the map after completing the purchase. Be sure that you have centered on the desired roof, and that is the case. So let's go ahead and purchase. All right, so here is the roof. Now, I want to change the date. So selected dates are up here. And I know off the top of my head that this one from back in 2015 has a really nice straight down. But we also have magnification buttons down here in the bottom. And I believe when we're in near map, we can zoom way in. Mm-hmm. And that's really incredible that we can go into this level of resolution and this close. Now, as many of you are aware, for 90 mode to be at its best, we want to have this house nice and square. And you know what? I think I got lucky. Because, man, if that line isn't almost perfectly straight. But we have rotation buttons. So if you click on this rotation button, it's going to do a quarter turn, mm-hmm. and then another quarter turn, and then another, no, more than that. It's like an eighth turn. But, yeah, you get those rotations as you come around. Or if you just need to do fine movement, you can tap on these other ones and just do very fine rotation. And I think I went too far. So now I actually do have to take a second and make sure I'm nice and straight.
Looks pretty good.
What do you think? Is that good enough?
Yep.
I'm a little bit off. Here, let's do this. Nope, I think that's as good as we're going to get here. All right, so let's move the image back into the center. It looks really good on the ridge, so I think we're good to go. Place that image more or less right in the center of the window. And then click on Save Image in the upper right-hand corner. This is going to go ahead, just like on iOS, and save that image so that we can use it to sketch the roof. Mm-hmm. To start sketching the roof, we need to re-enter this sketch screen here. And you can see, oh my goodness, we're way zoomed in. So even while we're in the draw mode, we can zoom in and out using the wheel on our trackpad. So the multi-gesture of the mouse really makes sketching online so much easier and faster with the big screen on your laptop, or maybe even on your big 55-inch flat screen that you use in the office. And trust me, we have customers who have told us that they use 55-inch screens in the office. So in the draw mode, we want to start by, oh, I didn't mean to draw a line here. I want to start by turning on 90 mode. And I want to come over here to the right, and the cursor just stays on the screen the whole time. It never goes away. There's no two-finger tapping here. There's no press with one finger and then tap with the other finger. It's just put your cursor where you want it, click, and then that line will follow. And let's see. You know what? I don't like where I started it. Let's make sure I've got a nice straight line. It's weird drawing with a mouse.
So different than what we're used to, isn't it?
There we go. So then when I get to the end of that point, and if I like where I am, I'm going to go ahead. It's so sensitive. And I'm going to go ahead and click. And then I'm going to bring it down. So it's just going to continue to draw lines as I click. This is really easy. Really, really easy. New users of RoofSnap are going to pick this up right away. There's almost no way to screw it up because you don't have to worry about the line moving once you set your mouse where you want it. Referencing those crosshairs, making sure that those crosshairs are exactly where you want them. And then, of course, 90 mode is just automatically lining us up with our corresponding points. Help keeping those lines nice and horizontal and vertical, while still allowing us to draw diagonal lines for our hips and our valleys.
It's just wonderful. I
Yep.
mean,
Now, I've gotten to the end of a spot here, right? But I'm still drawing a line. Well, the right click, the other button on the mouse, the one that you rarely gets used.
Yes.
If you just click on that right button, that line goes away. And then you can go back to any point. You'll see that larger red circle when you've connected to a point, and you can just continue on from there. So here I've come to the end, and I don't need this line, so I right click, and then I come back to that point, and I'm left clicking to connect all the points, and then I just right click again to drop that line.
Wonderful. So no redrawing lines still, just a
Yep.
easy, simple process.
Oh, this is going to make all of you who like to draw the roof before you go on site, it's going to make it a breeze to do your quick sketch from the office, and then of course access that project from your mobile device. I don't think I got it. There we go. And make any edits. Like, so let's say you draw everything, but you don't know the pitch until you get on site. There we go. If you don't know the pitch until you get on site, you can have everything drawn out and labeled, and then just add pitch using your iPhone or your iPad or your Android tablet or something like that. Looks like I got one more little line here to do. Oh, and by the way, little lines are so easy with the online version. You don't have to zoom in. You could very quickly and very easily zoom in with your scroller.
Sure.
Yep, with your wheel on your mouse. And this is going to work on a trackpad too. Some of the gestures are a little bit different if you're using it on a trackpad, but I'm actually switching over now. So if I want to draw a line, to make that line disappear, I actually have to click with 2 fingers, and then it goes away. If I want to zoom in and out, it's 2-finger drag up and down. And we'll eventually have some on-screen info messages popping up that'll let you know how to do some of this stuff that's not intuitive. And we'll have a demo video ready to go by Monday up on YouTube, so that way you'll be able to go in and learn how to do all this stuff if you're new to RoofSnap or if you're just switching over to this platform.
Absolutely.
Once we got all the lines drawn, it's always a good idea to jump over into facets and make sure everything's shaded in blue.
Perfect.
That lets us know we have drawn and connected all the lines correctly. But before we, well, you know what, while we're in here, let's just go ahead. I know the pitch of this roof. It's 412 on all slopes. So in this case, once we've highlighted 412 under pitch within the facets tab, then we can just click. You know, I think I like the trackpad better, to be honest.
We're so used to a trackpad.
I know, right? I just use a trackpad all the time. So you just go in and click on all of the zeros and make them 4s. And then we can navigate over to edges. Now, one thing that's way different here in edges, well, maybe not way different, is if we click on eaves, for example, those sublabels that have never been immediately available to us are now automatically just pop down from underneath eaves.
Yes.
So add your ice and water shield. Get that label in there. Add your eave edge, which many of you know is a measurement category for your drip edge metal. Also, let's just do gutters and gutter toppers. Let's go to town here. All right.
Just click on all those lines to label them as such.
Yep. The online version is going to save you so much time. And if you're a larger company and you didn't necessarily, if you weren't necessarily thrilled about the cost of buying iPads or Android tablets for all of your salespeople, well, now you don't have to. Because RoofSnap, you can just have them use it right from their laptops. And I'm making the assumption there that most residential and commercial salespeople are going to have a laptop already. So it's going to save you some money on the devices that you have to purchase for your team. There we go. You know, guys, I'll get faster at this the more experience that I have with it, but even this being like the 3rd roof I've drawn on this online version, I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty comfortable with it, and I think you guys will like it a lot. So I put ridge vent on the ridges. Did I put ridge vent on the ridges?
You did.
Okay. And I put ice and water shield in the valleys. Now I don't have any step walls on this roof, but here's the ice and water and the step flashing. I don't have any apron metal on this roof as well, but again, there are the labels for that, and of course, pitch change. And then if you need to delete an edge, it's really easy. So let me draw a line I'm not going to need. There we go. So I've got a line. And then when I navigate over to edges, and I come down here to delete edge and highlight that, all I have to do then is just click right on the line, and it goes away.
Perfect.
Undo, redo buttons, we'll have those by Monday. They're just not here in the current version that we're showing you at the moment. So we've got our facets at 412. We've got all of our lines labeled. Pins, not quite done yet. So we can't show you any pins today, but we'll make sure to have those ready for you here soon. And now we can go ahead and just hit on the Done button.
Perfect.
Now it does a few things. It's going to navigate through all those images, kind of capture for all those images that are going to appear on documents. And a quick reminder that if anything looked funny as you're seeing those images,
right.
Yep, to go back and double check. You can always re-enter the sketch and make adjustments. But from here, we want to go to measurements. Now you will be able to adjust the waste percentage. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at 10. And then for this particular project, we will be able to go in and enter in the linear foot of our downspouts. Let's say 87 feet. And I'm going to click on the Save button. Now, the navigation, once you're in, I was in projects, but then I went into the specific project, and now I'm in measurements. So this breadcrumb is new. If you want to go all the way back out to the project, there you go, all the way back out. I think we lost our filter. Oh, no, there it is. Test online project. If I just click on the roof, I can go right back into it. Or if I want to go directly into the docks, I can just click on the docks. And I follow the breadcrumb. When I'm in documents, if I want to quickly navigate over, say, back to measurements, I can just click on this drop down and quickly navigate different tabs within the project.
Yes.
So what I really want to do right now is go into documents and generate that sketch report. Oh, that wonderful PDF sketch report that we all rely on to get our roof measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Will we ever be able to do without the sketch report? We have some ideas, but they're not built yet. Okay, so sketch report PDF. So this isn't going to open, this is going to download. So it downloaded into my downloads folder, and then when I click on it here in Chrome, and yes, of course, we will always recommend to use the Chrome browser.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using Safari, Internet Explorer, we've tested them, they all work, but Chrome is the most stable. And of course, as we scroll down through here, you can see all of the same pages. We've got the primary image at the top with our logo and our customer information and our salesman information. That's you, Katrina. Our pitch breakdown, our measurement details. So this roof came out to be 27.41 squares and 30.16 with a 10% waste. We've got all of our line measurements and all of our category measurements as well. And of course, just a single 412 pitch on this roof.
Mm-hmm.
If we continue down, we'll see a breakdown of the roof slope by area, and then the assessment page, which of course will contain all the pins, and eventually photos and notes as well.
Awesome.
Yep. What else can we do online?
Well, why don't we take a look at some of the estimating things?
Ooh, estimating online. Guess what? This time, you don't have to wait for estimating. I know. When we released Android, we only came out with sketch functionality first. Well,
sorry.
we had to rebuild all that API stuff. And now building the online version, that's why we get estimating on Android and estimating online for free, because they both come from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it looks a little bit different online, but let's go to estimates here. And we can get to estimates two different ways. We can click this drop down within the breadcrumb and go to estimates, or we can just go back to the project, test online project, and then come down here and click on estimates. Well, right now we have 0 estimates. Well, what do I do? If there's nothing on the screen, what do I do?
Create one.
Right, but the plus button.
Yes.
Rule of thumb. If you want to do something on a screen that has very little on it, come down to the plus button. This is very common on Android and in Google environments, so that plus button is becoming the new norm. Katrina, yeah, go ahead and give us a name here. Now, what do you think? Should we do an estimate one line item at a time, or should we load in a template?
Ooh.
You know what? Why don't we do both?
Okay.
Do we have time for that?
We
Do we have time for that, Abby? Okay, she says we're good. All right, so I'm not going to use a template. I'm just going to leave it as none and click on create. Now I've got an estimate here. No price yet, no items, so I'm going to have to click the plus button. All right, always the plus button. Oh, and let's just go through. So I click on remove and dispose, and let's scroll down. No second layer. Steep charges will get added automatically, so I don't have to worry about those. Let's navigate to the next page and just keep going. Now, we could filter by just shingles, or filter by materials, or filter by services, but because I don't have a lot of items in here, I'm just going to kind of go down in order of the categories. Timberline HD. Let's do a GAF product today. I love Patriot Red. I'm going to put Patriot Red shingles on my roof someday.
It's very patriotic.
It's very patriotic. So we'll pick our color, and now just keep an eye. That checkbox there means that will be added when we hit the done button. But we can continue. We don't have to hit done until we're all the way done. So let's just keep going. Page 3. Shingle fasteners. We need some of those.
For sure.
You know what? Let's do 6 nails per shingle. Well, I can actually select both. So I want to come back here and unselect the 4 nails. I don't want to put both of them on there. Hip and ridge. Well, you know what? We're doing a GAF roof. We should probably do a GAF. Let's go with the Royal Sovereign Ridge.
Sounds good.
All right. Page 4. Still in hip and ridge. A lot of hip and ridge. Okay, let's go with the Pro Start Starter on the GAF side. Sorry for those of you who love Owens Corning and CertainTeed. We do as well, but I had to pick one. Underlayments. So let's go with the deck armor, and then plastic cap nails for that should be in the next category on page 5. And then ice and water shield. Let's just keep it all GAF. So let's go with the weather watch.
It's a tough one.
That is with the weather watch. And a closed valley up here in Columbus, Ohio. That's typically what we see. 1.5-inch T-style metal at the eaves. And we could also put it on the rakes, but if you remember, this was a hipped roof, and there were no rakes. So we're just going to skip right over that. There was no step flashing on this roof, and there was no apron flashing on this roof, but we did label ridge vent. So let's go with the GAF Cobra Snow and Country ridge vent and navigate to page 6. More ridge vent. Inspection pins. Well, we don't need to add those because those are going to be labeled onto the roof automatically, but we will need, say, some plumbing boots.
Sure.
Let's go with 4 to 5-inch plumbing boots and off ridge vents. Let's say there's a need for some extra solar vent power. So let's grab one of those and navigate on to page 7. We're almost done. OSB. Let's say we need a couple sheets, so we'll put that in there. Now, I'm not modifying quantities yet. I'm just collecting all of my items. I'll modify quantities here after a little bit.
Sure.
Chimney flashing. There were no chimneys on that roof. Paint and sealant. You know what? We always need at least 1 can of spray paint and 1 tube of NP1. There is maybe a satellite dish on the roof, so let's grab that. And a dumpster. Or a dump trailer. You know, whatever you need to haul away the debris. And you know what? We did label that roof with gutters and downspouts.
We did.
So with measurements for gutters and downspouts. So let's continue on. No low slope, but here's the gutters. Let's just go with residential 5-inch K style. And gutter guard, 5-inch. Accessories. Well, I'm not going to add any accessories right now, but let's grab the 2-inch by 3-inch downspouts, and that'll do it.
Perfect.
Tap on the done button here. Click on the done button here. And that was a ton of items. You know, it could take a little while to estimate in RoofSnap when you have a lot of items. Sure. When it's a complicated roof with a couple extra accessories. Templates.
Yes.
Templates make it easy. So guess what? If you want to make a template from the existing list of items that we've just added, you can just save the template of the items that we've already added and reuse it over and over again. So I'm going to call this online template. And save that. Okay, so I've got an estimate. I've got a price. Tax not currently being calculated because I don't have a tax percentage set up for this test office. We should change that, though.
Duly noted.
And, well, what happens now? I think I need to go back and view the estimates.
Sure.
But it says I'm in estimates. Oh, no, wait, I'm actually in the test online estimate. So I have to navigate in the breadcrumb back to estimates.
You got it.
All right, so there's our estimate. Well, let's make another one.
Sure.
Let's make the fast one. Here's the fast way to make an estimate. Pre-customize, and of course your RoofSnap account manager, whoever's the admin on your account, will need to do this. But come in here to create estimate, and Katrina, go ahead and type for me what test online estimate 2. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for the cold. And then instead of using none, we can go in from all of the templates that we have created, including that online template that we just made. But instead, I'm going to go with, let's see, do I have anything that includes gutters? No, I don't. I'm going to go with the Owens Corning Oak Ridge. Click on that. And now, when I click on the Create button, I have a new estimate. Now the price is a little different here, and I'm not sure why. Probably because we didn't include all of those additional accessories.
Sure.
So what that means is if this template didn't have all of the items that we needed, we could still come in here to the plus button and begin to add additional items to the estimate.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to add any additional items though, but I am going to come up here to add custom item, because as you recall, sometimes you may need to mark up the price.
Sure.
Or you may need to provide a discount. Or you may simply add a custom item. Pardon me 1 second. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do a discount.
Sounds good.
Maybe coupon. Yeah, let's go with coupon. Or discount as a coupon. Whatever you want. A lot of our customers will have a $200 off coupon, maybe out in the daily flyer or something like that. And so in this field, it can be a negative or a positive price. So we're just going to make it, is this working? Yes, negative $200, quantity 1, and go ahead and click on add. And now we will have discounted that total price by by $200. Last but not least, I do want to navigate back over to our estimates, because we can see now that we have 2 and it's showing our price for both. And documents for all of these, including signable contracts, measurement reports, summary reports, all that stuff is coming. It's very close to the finish line. We will be able to show off all of those documents next week at the IRE.
Yes.
However, there's one thing I told you guys I was going to do that I forgot. So, we added a bunch of accessories. We added, let's just say, the plumbing boots. Well, I only put in 1. So when I click on the item, it's very easy. It quickly pulls up a screen where I can go in and I can edit the quantity. So let's say I actually needed 5. And the cost is $8.25. I can modify these as needed. Now, bear in mind, for you admins out there who are worried about your salesman going in and modifying your costs, there are filters for those, and if you have disabled the ability for your non-admin users to modify pricing within the app, they will not see any prices, nor will they be able to modify any prices here within these edit screens.
Correct.
So all that stuff will be locked down per your preferences. So we went in and modified the quantity there, and of course we get an updated price. Let's navigate back out to the beginning. What did we miss? We've got a list over here. We got the breadcrumb done.
Yeah.
Custom discount as a negative. Save template. I think we did all that.
I think we did it.
Now, some of the cool stuff that you won't see yet today, but you will see next week, is on the left side here, we have Order a Sketchos. That will navigate you over onto the Sketchos ordering screen. But we're also going to have Manage Materials, Manage Users, Manage Your Offices. All of the managing functionality that you currently do, while it will still stay the same for now until we rebuild that down the road, will be accessible right here within the new RoofSnap Online, all together as one nice package.
Easy.
If you need to change your password, if you need to update your specific information at the user level, you'll be able to click on your name over here and come down. There'll be additional tabs that you can click on over here to make modifications to your phone number, to your, password, I guess, is the other one that I can think of. All right, so we are 35 minutes in. Katrina, have we any messages? Have any messages come in at this point?
Let's take a look here. Let's see. If you're in New Orleans, come visit us. And we have a question.
Okay, so the question is, can you import the completed sketch into Xactimate? So Xactimate used to, some of the older versions of Xactimate used to let you import a file type into Xactimate that would populate your Xactimate project with measurements. The newest versions of Xactimate no longer do that, and I've tested it recently. What they do now is they have certain measurement integrations, but I believe only with companies that they own, where you can order some sort of a measurement package within Xactimate and pay like $50 or something along those lines, maybe a little cheaper, maybe a little more. I'm not quite sure on the pricing. And then, Clayton says,
Can you import your own roof photo?
Okay, so the answer to Clayton's first question is no, but the answer to Clayton's second question is on Android and on iOS right now you can import your drone image. As of I would say, I don't know for sure if we're going to have drone import done when we release on Monday. Not this coming Monday, but after the IRE.
Yeah.
But it is top priority. I would say within the next 30 days, we will be able to also import drone imagery to use to sketch the roof on the online version.
Yes.
Thanks for your question, Clayton. If anybody else has any questions and they don't get answered on the call today, please email us, support@roofsnap.com. If you're a current user or if you're interested in signing up for our free 14-day trial, call us. I think that's really the best bet.
Yes.
Call us. 877-RoofSnap, which is 877-766-3762. I know I said that really fast, but you can always go to our website and get our contact information there to give us a call. We've got hours 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, and here in a couple months we'll be extending to Saturday hours as well, so be on the lookout for that. 14-day free trial. So we don't want anybody to pay money for something that they don't love, that they don't find value in, which is why we give everybody free 14 days to review the software, and you can sign up for the 14-day free trial from our website. So just go to www.roofsnap.com. All over our website, there's the Start Your Free 14-Day Trial link. Just click on that. It's going to ask you for your information, fill everything out, and then your trial will start immediately. You'll even set your email address and password for logging in. Once you have your password, you can log in on an Android. You can log in. You have to download the app from the Google Play Store on Android, but then you can also log in if you download the app on iOS, which is still my favorite. I love the iOS app, but I think this online version has the potential to steal my love.
Uh-oh.
It's really easy, really nice to use. I love the big screen, and of course I am using it on my MacBook, so I still get the best of both worlds.
Yep, there you go.
We have a question come in, so no, that was Abby.
That's Abby.
Thanks, Abby. I don't know, Katrina.
Come visit us at the IRE.
Right?
There's the punchline.
That's
we
the
want to see
punchline.
you
We
and
want to
give
see
you some
you.
cool shades like this.
Well, we want to meet you. You know, our customers are so loyal, and they communicate with us regularly, and we communicate with them. You know, that relationship, that rapport is really valuable to us.
It is.
We're not just people making software. We spend time with our customers, train our customers, hang out with our customers. I mean, we're going to be in New Orleans, so we've got to go out, and I don't know what people do in New Orleans, but I'm sure we're going to find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Awesome. It'll be fun. Come
and
get
of course,
some roof snacks.
come get some roof snacks.